Welcome my dear learners. I am Dr. Rasmeet Kaur, Associate Professor, Department of Management from the BHOPAL School of Social Sciences. And in this video, we are going to talk about few topics from the subject Human Resource Development. Let's have a quick overview about the learning outcomes from this video. By the end of this video, you are going to be clear about what is meaning of human resource development, what is the relationship between human resource management and human resource development, and also we are going to discuss about the HRD process and mechanism. So let's get started. Human resource development refers to the organization's plan to help employees develop their knowledge, skill and abilities. It is a subject which helps to understand that organization is dynamic. And in this dynamic environment, it is very important to hone the skills of the employees. Therefore, human resource development not only focuses on the existing skills of the employees, but also tries to develop the skills and potentials of the human resource working with them. Discussing about the need of human resource development. When we say HRD, it is in the organizational context, it is a process by which the employees of the organization are helped in a continuous and a planned way. It helps to acquire or sharpen the capabilities which are required to perform various functions which are associated with their present as well as the expected future needs. It also develops their general competencies or capabilities which are in the individual and also discover and exploit them so that the best of the human resource can be utilized in the organization. Further, it develops an organizational culture in which the supervisor-subordinate relationship, teamwork and collaboration among the subunits are strong, which contribute to the professional well-being, motivation and pride of the employees. HR professionals focus on the primary aspects of human resource development, which are training and development, which is basically to improve the knowledge, skills which are necessary for the future roles or responsibilities. It also helps in organizational development, which we also call as OD. It is basically improving the organizational effectiveness and well-being through macro and micro changes in the organization. And last but not the least, career development. It helps in improving individual career plan and management through mentorship and helping the employees draw their career path. Now discussing about the HR wheel. The wheel of the human resource management is something which includes so many different areas. Talking about HRD, that is human resource development. As I just mentioned, that it includes training and development, organizational development and career development. Whereas when we talk about human resource management, it includes human resource planning, selection and staffing, organizational job design and performance management system. Whereas the HR wheel also have human resource and information system, which we also call as HRIS, union labor relations, employee assistance and compensation benefits. So these are all wide areas which are covered under human resource management, and HRD is a subset of HRM. Now talking about few examples, which is I would like to give certain formal HRD examples and informal human resource development examples. Let us talk about first few formal HRD examples. It can be providing tuition assistance, can be in the form of work-related college courses. Also, it can be in the form of personalized development plans, organizational training sessions, internal training with consultants or qualified staff members. Whereas when we discuss about few of the informal HRD examples, it includes mentoring by managers, managerial coachings and cross-training with highly trained employees in the organization. Now let us discuss about what is the relationship between human resource management and human resource development. To brief that, I would like to say that HRM encompasses many functions whereas human resource development is just one function which is within human resource management. Now let us talk about the HRD process. Human resource development process includes 4 major steps. First being the assessment, second being the design, implementation, the third one, and the evaluation as the 4th step. Now we can see that how these 4 steps are interconnected with each other. When I say assessment, I mean to say to assess the needs of the employees in the organization and prioritizing those needs. Further, making a design where we define objectives, try to develop a lesson plan, acquire materials which are required for the development of the employees, select the trainer or the leader who is going to do the entire learning and development of the employees in the organization, selecting various methods or techniques for development, and to schedule the program or intervention. Once the design is made, the next step comes is to implement that design. In implementation, we try to deliver the HRD program or the interventions which are planned by the management. Finally, we try to evaluate that. That is the last step of the HRD process. Talking about the evaluation process, it includes various evaluation criteria, determining the evaluation design, conducting the evaluation program or interventions, and finally to interpret the results. These results are further discussed again with how do you prioritize needs. So all these 4 steps are connected with each other. Now let us take all these steps one by one. When I talk about need assessment phase, that is the first one, we try to establish the human resource development priorities. These priorities changes from one organization to the other. We try to define specific training and objectives, again depending upon the need of the organization. Finally, we try to establish our evaluation criteria, which we have just seen that at the end how it is connected with the first step. Then comes the design phase. In design phase, we basically try to find out and select who is going to deliver the entire HRD program. Selecting and developing the program content, which becomes a very important part of the design phase. And finally, to schedule a training program. There are various factors which basically decides the different types of the training programs, depending upon the nature of the cost, depending upon needs of the organization, depending upon the resource availability. Management decides which type of training and development program needs to be implemented. Coming to the evaluation phase. Evaluation phase is basically where we try to determine the program effectiveness. For example, to keep or to change the providers. Again, it also answers a question which is about offering this kind of a program again in the organization. As I just mentioned, cost is a very important factor. So when we do evaluation, we try to find out that what are the true cost of the entire development program and can we do it another way so that it can reduce the cost in future. So this was a general introduction about human resource development. Hope to meet you soon in the next video.